What's up YouTube, the D-Rock12 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys another deck profile. It is the deck that I ran yesterday at my locals. It is Dragon Plant Naturias. It's pretty good, but I'm going to show you guys the deck profile. Remember to leave comments and tell me what you guys think about it. First, I run one Redox, one Blaster, and one Tempest. I don't run Tidal because I don't have any targets for him, plus he's kind of garbage. And then I run one Debris Dragon, just a really good card for synchro plays, and it works well with your Tempest. Two Flameville Guard, they're targets for your Blaster, and they're targets for Debris Dragon when they're in the grave, so good cards too. And that's pretty much all the dragons that I run. I run one Lone Fire Blossom. Card is way too good, way busted. It's also a target for Blaster. One Spore. You don't need two, because you can only use its effect once. One Dandelion. Whenever it's into the graveyard, no matter how, you get two tokens, so also very good. And now on to the Naturia stuff. I run one Bamboo Shoot. I thought about cutting Bamboo Shoot and, maybe going for more dragon support, but I like Bamboo Shoot in the deck, especially if you open a way to summon him. And then I run double Naturia Marins. Very good card in the deck. It recycles all your Naturias, because you do run quite a few Naturias, and they're easily recycled in this deck. And then two Cliff. They're recycled with Marin, and they're targets for Redox. Just really good cards. They help a lot in the deck. They get you all your monsters. Two Cosmo Beat. It's a really good tuner in the deck. It helps you go into your Beast, Barkyons, pretty much anything, and it's a target for Redox. Pretty much every card in here is a target for Redox, so very good card. It's also a plant, so it's a target for Lone Fire. Next is White Oak, the biggest card in the deck, and its effect is whenever it's targeted by a card effect, you can just banish it, special summon two level 3 Naturias from your deck, so he's really good. Plus he's a target for Spore, to make Spore level 5. Go to Scrap Dragon. Then Naturia Butterfly, card stops attacks, so it's really good, and it's summonable with Debris Dragon. If you wanted to do that, it is summonable with Debris Dragon, 500 attack. Then one Mantis. It's also a very good card. It's 1700 attack, and it destroys monsters that are normal summoned on your opponent's side of the field. I like it at 1. One Pineapple. I run it as a target for Debris Dragon. And if you control no spell or traps, you can just summon it from the grave, as long as you don't control one. So, awesome card. And then I run Adhesive Explosive. This is a really good card. I've used this card quite a few times. People never see it coming. You just set it, and then they swing into it. And before damage calculation, this card equips itself to your opponent's monster, and then during their standby phase, blows it up, and comes back to your graveyard. It's also a target for Tempest. I like it. I had it too, but I took it to 1. One Card D for draw power, plus you got a lot of stuff you can hide behind in the deck, so Card D is just fine. It's also a banish target for Redox. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 2 MST. You need back row removal, and some back row can really hurt this deck, like Goes and Match and things like that. So 2 MST should be fine because you're running a lot of other removal. Then your staples. Book of Moon and Dark Hole. Just pretty self-explanatory spells. And then one Dragon Shrine. It lets you dump a dragon, and if that dragon was a normal dragon, you can dump another card. I usually go, depending on the situation, I go for Flameville Guard and one of my dragons. 1 for 1. You just ditch one monster and special summon one level 1 monster from your deck. Normally Spore, but if you don't have Spore, Flameville Guard. And that's it for the spells. And now on to the traps. The staples: Solemn Warning, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulse, Torrential. Just all 4, the party right here. This is where all the fun's at. Just the 4 staple traps. And then one Black Horn of Heaven. It's a very good card because of how fast the game is today. So you just, you activate it and you shut down one of their plays. And 2 Threatening Roar. Just for whenever you don't want to get attacked, like if you have a good tuner on the field and you don't want to lose it, You know, threatening rewards there to save your life. It stops OTKs like crazy. 2 Mirror Force, just a really good card. If your opponent overextends and plays stupid, they will lose their whole field. 2 Fiendish Chain. It's a really good card because it shuts down decks by itself. It's just, I feel it's necessary, at least at 2. And then 2 Dust Tornado. I added these because I felt like back row was hurting me. You know, the sided back row was really hurting me. So I decided to put in 2 Dust Tornado, and I loved it like that. But that's it for the main deck, and now I'm going to show you guys my extra deck. I run Naturia Barkion. It's a really good card. You just banish any 2 cards from your graveyard, doesn't matter what cards, and negate the activation of a trap card. He goes hand in hand with Naturia Beast. Naturia Beast effect is whenever a spell will be activated, you know, you just mill 2 from the top of your deck and negate the activation of that spell. Card absolutely slaughters spellbooks. You know, you just summon him and spellbooks are like, oh well, I'll lose now. But he's a very good card. TJ Hyper Librarian. One of these got me like 4 pluses, so I really like this card. You know, it lets you draw a lot in this deck because you are going to be synchro summoning quite a bit. 1 Scrap Dragon, just a really good card. You know, you blow up your own cliff, you blow up your own spores, anything really that you need in the grave, and then you just blow up one of your opponent's cards. So good. Stardust Dragon, I found out that I needed more level 8s, and I really couldn't think of anything else to add except for Stardust as a level 8 because of how good he is. I just love Stardust. You know, they can't do anything. A Stardust and a Barkion and it's over. 1 Gaia Knight, Force of the Earth. There's a pretty big combo with this card. With this card, Cliff, and Cosmo Beat. Lets you go into Scrap Dragon first turn. So I like this card a lot. And it can't be fiendished, so that's also good. That's it for your synchros. For your XZs, just the basic level 4 toolbox. Diamond Direwolf, Cowboy, Maestroke, Photon Papilloperative, Abyss Dweller, and Gem Knight Pearl. That's it for your level 4s. For your level 3s, I run number 17, Leviathan Dragon, Leviar the Sea Dragon, get back your banished cards, and wind up Zenmaines. So that's it for the deck, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it, and this is the D-Rock 12, signing off.